Hello folks, this is my Eastman AR805 SB. Can't imagine what the SB stands for. So in 2007 I bought a new AR805E, which had a pickup screwed into the top, floating pickup, can't think of the name, standard job, and a large pick guard with very subtle little tunes, little adjustment knobs built into the guard underneath here, not getting in the way at all. It was an absolutely perfect guitar. It was in their classic finish, which is kind of a violin finish, but the way it came out on mine, it looked like dark red, really. And so I never really loved it, but I loved the feel of the guitar, and so I traded that for something else. And I always really wanted a sunburst 805, a 16-inch body, 1 3/4 nut width, and I found this on eBay. When did I buy it? I bought it in 2018, when I stopped buying guitars. But there it was. And the seller was absolutely insistent that he would not ship a guitar, and he was a long way away. I was still recovering from my cancer treatment the year before and was not able to take any long trips. So in the end he agreed to bring it down with another Eastman. Turns out he was he'd agreed a sort of agency arrangement with a friend of his who had inherited a large amount of money, which he invested on a lot of guitars, including this one, but never really played. So the gentleman came into this very conservatory with the big, thick Eastman flight case type thing, open it up, and I said, "Whoa," and he said, "Oh, what?" And I said, "It's got finish checking. You can feel the finish checking all over it." Turned out that this gentleman had bought a lot of guitars, still lived in a relatively small house somewhere in the North Midlands or somewhere like that, and couldn't keep them all in the house, and so he put them into storage, getting very hot and very cold. And this had electric, you know, sort of nines or something like that, so you couldn't get any sound out of it. So I said, well, I like the look of it, but I'm a bit worried about the finish. It's got more finish checking than my 1934 Gibson, especially on the back. Although, strange enough, it's not quite as obvious as it was when I first saw it. So I said, I'd like to take this to my tech to have him, you know, get his opinion on it. And so the chap said, well, I've got a friend in the town about 20 miles away which I'd love to go and see, and his son was here, extremely well tempered, lovely kid, but you know, he wanted to go and do something else a little bit, and I couldn't see my tech until the afternoon, so he went away and I took it over and my tech checked it out. He made a few minor adjustments to it, and he said it's okay if you were gigging it every night, you know, that finish would possibly suffer eventually, but it seems okay, and certainly the woods and the neck and everything are fine. So Jack came back and I said, well, I'm not prepared to pay your asking price, but you have been kind enough. You know, I still like the guitar. We agreed a mutually satisfactory price, which was a bargain for me, as I never, you know, intended to gig it or, you know, treat it rough or anything like that. And it's a fine instrument. The action is quite low. I forget what I said when I measured it. 70 by 90. 70 by 90. It could come up a little bit on that. what these strings are on here. They're pretty old, 56 to 12 or 13, and worthy of a change. It would. I've got another case for it. I've got an Epiphone Zenith case for one of their new pretend arch tops, which fits it quite nicely. But up in the attic, I have the original Carlton-like Eastman case, but it's very heavy, and the feet get your knees as you walk along with it. There we go. Gold plated tuners. Don't know what they are. That's the headstock. That's the back. It's a beautiful, beautiful sunburst. It works very nicely. A white, black, white, black, white type binding. A little bit of imperfection in where the binding meets the sunburst in some of the places around there. Hope you can see that. But there we are. It was built in 2008. It says in here. So there we are. It was. The serial numbers they gave them were for the UK, and so it's this one is a UK, and it is built 50 later than my 2007 one. Fretware, nothing. So there we are. AR805 by Eastman, 2008.